Hey G's, welcome back to my channel. And for those of you that are new, I'm G Free and welcome. If you like what you see, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my uploads, and comment below. Let me know what you like. And that goes for you too, my G's. Today we're going to be making, French toast. And I saw someone do this, and they just used the egg yolks, and it was supposed to make it taste less eggy and more like a custard. So that's what I'm going to try today, and I'm going to use 5 egg yolks. I haven't done this in a long time. My dad taught me how to do this. A lot of the things that I learned in the kitchen, I got from him. He was actually a chef in the Army, or a cook. I don't think they call them chefs in the Army, although they should. Because I don't think that's where he learned everything. Because my dad could really, really cook. And some of my G's know that he always used to say that he taught my mother how to cook. And my mother was a good cook. But for like the fancy things, he was better. He was a better cook. My mom, though, she was a master baker. She could bake her patootie off. And I'm not gonna throw these whites away either. I'm gonna figure out something that I could put a meringue on, because I don't think that I've ever made a meringue. Maybe I'll try to make a lemon meringue pie. That's something my dad used to make too. I didn't really pay too much attention to how he made it, because I was an apple pie girl, and my mom made a slamming apple pie. Apple pie, and then later on it was sweet potato pie. But yeah, my dad could make a lemon meringue pie, and he made his own meringue and put on top, and it was really good. Really good. And he also used to put meringue on his banana pudding. And although I like meringue, I only like my banana pudding like when there's meringue on it and it's baked and stuff. I only like it when it comes out of the oven. See the 5 yolks? Well, there's 5 of them in there, trust me. Now to the 5 yolks, I'm going to add about a 1/2 cup of sugar. Or more, maybe I'll add about a cup. I'm not really measuring. I have one of those minds, like when I see something made, I remember the visual. I don't have cinnamon, but I have nutmeg. And I'm gonna just sprinkle a little nutmeg in here because I'm putting bananas on top of this French toast. And to me, nutmeg and bananas go together, just like nutmeg and coconut. That just goes together for me. And I'm going to add to that some almond milk. I think he used, the guy that I saw make it, he used heavy cream. But I'm using almond milk. Okay, now we're gonna whisk these yolks up with the milk and the sugar, and try not to make too much of a mess. And the sugar in the egg mixture should make the French toast come out crispy. And those egg yolks should make the inside a little custardy. I think I can smell the nutmeg. I don't want to put too much because nutmeg is one of those things that's kind of strong. And if you put too much, no bueno. No bueno. We're going to be using Udi's gluten-free bread. And this is the soft white. Okay, I think this is hot enough. I hope it's hot enough because I'm ready to put this French toast in here. Ooh, this is nice. This bread is nice. Sometimes gluten-free bread gets kind of holy. Let me just dunk it in there instead of trying to flip it over. And I'll put one. I think I'm only going to be able to do 2 at a time. I think it's hot enough. Smells good. I can smell that nutmeg. Let those edges get nice and crispy. Yeah, that was like, was that a cup of sugar? I don't know. But it was about a cup of milk. So 5 egg yolks, maybe 3/4 cups of sugar. And 5 egg yolks, 3/4 cups of sugar, and about a cup of milk. Now let's see if this is crispy enough. Oh yeah. Yeah, that fire was up a little high. Those came out a little crispy. Smells good though. Smells really good. Really, really good. That's a little inside joke. Ah, this is gonna be yummy, yummy. Especially with those bananas on there. Let's start cutting those up now. Cutting the bananas. Smells like caramel. That's what it smells. Yeah, I used nutmeg with my French toast, but someone wants me to mention that Nutmeg is the name of the new single that his group Noir just dropped a couple weeks ago. And you can find it on all streaming platforms on Nutmeg. Like if you search Nutmeg by Noir. Listen to it, check it out. It's really good. It's jazz, it's upbeat, it's, I think it's the kind of thing that everybody would like, no matter what genre of music that you're into. So check it out. Definitely. Always giving that plug. Oh, this is making me so hungry. Cannot believe it. I can't wait to eat it. Guess it was good on high. I think I'm gonna put it in the oven when it's done so that it could get hot again, because you know, some will be hot and some will be not. And we want it all hot. I'll let it heat up while I'm slicing up the bananas and straightening up a little bit. So how do you make French toast, and what do you like on it? I was going to put strawberries and bananas, but I don't know. I felt like that was going to be a little bit too much. So the French toast is done, and it's in the oven warming. Some of it got cold before it was all done, and every piece has to be hot. I'm just slicing up some bananas. Let me pick this up so it's not so noisy. Slicing up some bananas to go on top. And really, I don't even know if I'm going to need the bananas or the syrup, because it smells just like caramel in here. I can't wait to taste. This is the first time that I've put that much sugar in the egg batter for the French toast. But I saw this guy doing it online, and he said that's how you get it to be crispy on the outside. And so I said, let me try that. I'm just going to eat both of the ends of the banana just to make sure that it's good. I know, I'm silly. Yeah, I'm going to go get the French toast out of the oven, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have the French toast all plated up. I'm going to show you in a minute. Well, let me just put some syrup on his. Like I said, I don't think this is going to need much syrup. Look at this. Here you go. You're not going to taste it? Oh, I put you some water too. Good, right?
Very flavorful.
He's a nut. And now I'll let you know what I think about it. I'm going to add a little syrup myself, since he didn't say. Get a little bit of everything in one bite. There we go. Ooh, it's dripping. It's good. It's not overly sweet. But the sugar, yeah, the sugar did make it crisp on the outside, and I love that. It's nice and tender on the inside. Good stuff here. I was going to make that chocolate banana shake, but I might save that for later. What is that? I was getting a reflection. Yeah, I know some of these look overly done, but, well, this one does anyway. But I think that's what makes it taste like caramel. Hmm. This is good stuff. And the egg yolks, yeah. This doesn't taste eggy at all. So it's the egg whites that make it taste eggy. Yeah, maybe it's a plate. And I thought this video, and it might be, I thought it was a little dark because I'm not using a ring light. We'll see the final product. It doesn't look too dark right now. It looks like my overhead light is doing a good job. It's actually dark outside. This is my dinner. Breakfast for dinner. That's pretty cool. Like, my mom never did breakfast for dinner, but sometimes it was late at night and we all of a sudden got hungry again. She'd like scramble an egg or something like that for me and my brother. And that was fun. And my brother, oh my goodness, he could eat cereal any time of day. Mm. This is really good. Feel that burnt sugar? That's what gives it the caramel flavor. And that's pretty nice. Mm. This is like breakfast and dessert. Mm. I'm kind of glad I didn't do the strawberries. The bananas are just, I don't know whether the caramel, well, they might have. Mmm. You know what would have been good? Sauteed apples. That would have been nice. Kind of like a caramel apple. I love those. I think I like the caramel apples better than I used to like the candy apples. Mm. Have you guys been keeping up with what's going on in Texas with the power and the water? It's craziness. Mm. Because of their ill planning because they've been warned that they needed to weatherize their power lines for quite some time now. Enough time that they could have done it and avoided this big mess that's happening. Mm. Or most of it, anyway. So, the people that didn't lose power, that probably had power lines that were underground, because they were in newer houses, they cut their power off to divert it. This is what I heard anyway. To divert it to people that had lost their power. I don't know how it all works, but people are really upset about it. And people are actually dying. They're freezing to death. I read a story about somebody's neighbor that passed away. He was using an oxygen tank that needed electricity to pump. It was like, I don't know if it was a ventilator or something that he was on. Not a ventilator, because he could walk around and stuff, but his tank was powered electrically. He had two little generators for his, oxygen hookup in the event that he lost power. Those ran out. The man died. And you have people like the mayor of this one town. It's all over the news, but it hit personally to me because it's the town that Q lives in Q's world. And he was being all kinds of nasty and just showing no compassion, calling the people lazy, that they didn't have the means to figure out a way out of the situation, and said they were looking for handouts because they were expecting, because a lot of these people are working, tax-paying people. But he said they were expecting a handout. No, you're not expecting a handout. You've paid into a system because you've paid your taxes, which paid your salary, which pays for the upkeep of things like power lines and, pavement and, the roads and all of that. That's where the money goes when you pay your taxes, and to the school system. Okay, you pay the taxes, and so you expect that something like this wouldn't happen. And should it happen, they would use some of that money that you paid them to fix the situation or make it so that it was livable for everyone. This letter that he wrote was so nasty. And on top of that, the man was darn near illiterate. He could not even put together a proper sentence. He was telling people that the fact that they were looking for a handout or whatever had to do with the way they were raised. Well, what about the way he was raised? I'm sure he came from, a little bit of means or whatever. It's like, how come nobody wanted to ensure that he got a proper education? And he's a mayor. And why are you people, I'm not blaming you or anything like this, because some of these things you don't know, because, when you're running a campaign, people do things for you. But he's a dummy, people. Don't vote for him again. Get him out of there. Oh, I'm like, I'm just so mad. The gall. The gall of him. And he was an idiot on top of that. Who would have the nerve? Mm. Um, let's not talk about the senator who, when his power went off, he sent his girls to Cancun, and him and his wife packed up to go join them, and he got caught. Instead of staying and trying to rectify the situation, he was like, oh, this is bad. Let me get out of here. Without a thought to the people who elected him to office. Remember this, people. Remember. Because he's going to run again. He just strikes me as that type. He's going to run again. And I read somewhere that he left his dog in the house when he and his wife packed up to go. He left his dog. Who does that? Allegedly. I wasn't there. I don't know for sure. But I know they caught him at the airport. I know that. And he's got so many excuses. Putting it on his kids. Talking about, well, you know, when the power goes out and your kids, they say, you know, we don't have school. Let's get out of here. You know. But you don't have a mind of your own. You don't know that you have responsibilities to the people that elected you to office. You think that it's okay to just go on vacation and get away from it all. You know. I mean, granted, sometimes when it snows here, or I know it's going to snow, I leave New York. But I'm not responsible for millions of people. You know, and if I were, I'd be trying to figure something out. Mm. That's what they pay you for. They don't pay you to take vacation when the going gets tough. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Mm-mm. Anyway, enough about that. I'm so sorry that I was ranting, but this is very upsetting to me because people are dying. Oh no, the mayor wasn't in Texas, he was in Virginia, a town in Virginia. But yeah, Ted Cruz, Texas. Remember, never forget. And in the meantime, even though all this mess is going on, I'm sure that, you know, most of us have things to be grateful for. So don't forget to count your blessings. Be a blessing to somebody else and be kind to yourself and to others. Be kind to others. Until next time.